Today on the podcast, we are talking about what is holding you back. What is going on that's making you feel like you're not making the kind of progress that you want to make with your music. Today, we're going to be talking about a few of those things. We'll see you on the inside. What's going on, everybody? How is it going? Thank you for joining me today on the Songwriters podcast. Songwriters Planner podcast. I like to do this every week, so I really appreciate you guys swinging by. Thank you. Hopefully this is if this is your first time, thanks for joining me and thanks for finding me. I really appreciate that. If you are a return visitor, I want to thank you guys as well. Really enjoy doing these podcasts, and hopefully I'm able to talk about things that are of value to you guys as singers, songwriters, musicians, artists, you name it. And before we jump into today's topic, I just want to remind you guys that you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, on Apple Music Podcasts, and of course my YouTube channel, Songwriters Planner, as well as my website, songwritersplanner.com. Bunch of different places to find this podcast, and I hope that you choose one of them and check it out as often as you can. Okay, so today's topic, I wanted to talk about what is holding you back. Now, that is a super general term, obviously. And the reason why I wanted to talk about what's holding you back is because at the time of filming this podcast, we are halfway through the year. We are coming up on July. And for me personally, that was always an introspective time for me to look back and kind of check myself. What have I done so far this year? We're hitting the halfway mark. What things have I accomplished, and what have I not accomplished that I wanted to set out to do in the beginning of the year? You can always ask yourself these questions any time of the year. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the year. But for me, I've always kind of judged my performance as a musician, as an artist, where I want it to be at the halfway point. It is also when my birthday is, so it's a big reminder of, am I getting things done that I wanted to? So that's what I wanted to make today's podcast about. And talk about if you are not at a place where you are making the kind of progress that you would hope to make with whether it be your instrument, getting better at it, making connections, getting more fans, getting more social media traction. Those are big things. If you are not at a point where you're feeling like you're making progress, then that's what today's topic is about. What could be holding you back? What are we not doing that is not letting us get to these goals, or at least feel like we're getting there? Because, like I said, this is the halfway point of the year, and it's a great time to check where you are, check your surroundings, check what you've done, see how you feel about where you're headed. So that's what we're talking about today. And for me, I feel like personally, and I'm going to share with you guys, just so it's not just me preaching to you guys, I'm going to share with you where I'm at really quickly here. In the beginning of the year, I wanted to make sure that I kept up with these podcasts. That was really important to me. One podcast a week, and I have been able to do that. I've been successful in doing that, and I'm very, very thankful for that, because time is very important, and like my time and your time, we don't have a lot of it, especially if you are very busy with a job, a family, whatever it is. So I'm very thankful that I've been able to do these podcasts once a week. That has been one of the goals of mine. So as I check myself here in the middle of the year, I say, okay, I got that one checked off so far. Would I like to see more people subscribing to the podcast? Yes, I would. And I'm working on ways to hopefully get that to happen, but staying consistent is definitely one of those things. What else? I've also had a goal to record my own album with my musical project, do everything myself. I'm now on my way to doing that. So that's really cool. That's a great way for me to check to see what I am doing when I said what I said I was going to do at the beginning of the year. So I just wanted to share those things with you guys and let you know where I'm at, so that you feel comfortable questioning yourself. Where are you right now? What more would you want by the time December rolls around, or by the time 6 months from now rolls around? Doesn't have to be December. 6 months from now, where do you want to be, and how far have you come? If you're not at a place where you feel like you're making progress, we're going to talk about a few things that could be stopping you or could be contributing to this feeling or this progress that you're not making. So let's jump into these things, and I'm going to talk about them, and then I'm going to also say what we can do to turn that behavior around. What things can we work on so that we do feel more accomplished at the end of 6 months, and we avoid these pitfalls, okay? As artists and musicians specifically, of course. So let's look at the first thing that could be holding you back. Bad time management. What does that mean? Scheduling time to write, scheduling time to record, scheduling time to work on your social media. Bad time management. How much time are you putting into what you want to have happen? If you are only working on your music once a week and you're not seeing the kind of progress you want, doesn't matter what you're doing, whether you're working on instrumental stuff, whether you're working on songwriting, whether you're working on your promotion. If you're only doing it once a week, how much progress do you expect to make? Even worse, twice a week. If you only rehearse once a week or something, and that's all the music you do during that period, how much progress are you going to expect to make by that point? How much time are you putting into what it is that you want to do, that you want to accomplish? And like I said, this could be writing, this could be creating, this could also mean social media promotion. Are you getting fans? Are you getting the kind of followings that you want? If not, put more time into learning how to do it. Put more time into learning how to gain followings online. Put more time into making some videos that you can promote of your music online. And that goes along with writing more songs or doing more performances or something like that. How much time management are you dedicating to your craft? That's a big, that's why it's first on the list, because it's a big one. It's all about time management these days because everybody's busy. Everybody's got crazy schedules, and I'm assuming you do as well. I always assume that because time is precious these days. So managing and scheduling your time to work on your music, that should be a priority for you to say, how much time am I putting in? How much am I getting out? And if I am not making the kind of progress that I want at the thing I want to have happen, what do I need to do with my time to make that happen or make me feel like I'm getting closer to achieving my goals? Scheduling and time management is all about that. For these podcasts, and I keep using this as an example because these podcasts are kind of like my quote unquote music that I like to use it as. But I scheduled once a week to record and put these together. My goal was to put these podcasts out once a week. So therefore, every week I take time to record these and film these and edit them and put them on my website and add all the text and the copy and upload to YouTube and upload to the podcast sites, all that stuff. It's all scheduled, usually on the same day every week at the same time. That's what I mean about time management. What are you going to do to make sure you get things done that you want to have happen for you for your music? So time management, scheduling, making sure that you stay on a routine or at least dedicating time to your art, to whatever it is you want to accomplish is very, very important. What else could be hindering you? Too many distractions. Watching TV, watching Netflix, playing video games, meeting with friends, which is totally cool. But if you're doing that too much and you're skipping out on working on your music, then that could be a distraction. Like I said, and as well as not scheduling time for it, you can easily be distracted and other things can seem like they take priority away from what you really want to be doing. And your music is going to be that thing. If you have all these different distractions, you're not going to be making the kind of progress that you think you're going to want to make. So managing your distractions with other things that may not be as important to you, like TV, the computer, social lives. I'm not saying don't have a social life, but if you schedule the time and you do the things ahead of time and you schedule ahead of time and you make time for your art more than what you're doing now, you may see better progress and you may feel better about where you're at. Again, this is all about feeling good about the progress you're making. Feeling good is everything because what that does is it makes you more motivated. Feeling good feelings make you feel more motivated to get to the goals that you want to achieve at the end of your 6-month year, whatever your time frame is. Let's do another one. Lacking motivation, just straight up no motivation to do something. Why is that? Why would you be lacking motivation? Are you lacking motivation because you're not seeing the kind of results that you would hope to see? Is that making you feel like you're not making progress? Therefore, it just feeds the beast and says, I don't feel like doing anything because I don't have any fans, because no one's coming to my shows, because I can't get anybody to sign up for my newsletter. Nobody's liking my page. Nobody's watching my videos on YouTube. Are these things hindering your motivation? And if that is the case, then what you need to remember is that getting your music out there, whether it be playing performances or online or building up a following online takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. And you're gonna hit a lot of roller coasters. You're gonna get to put out a video that's gonna do great, and then you're gonna put out another video that's not going anywhere. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't want you to get less motivated because you're not seeing the kind of numbers that you hope you had seen even at your shows if you're playing live. Bury yourself in the work to get that stuff done, to kill the lack of motivation. If you concentrate on the work, if you concentrate on the learning of the skills to promote yourself, or you concentrate on the songwriting, pumping out, a song a week just in practice, if you concentrate on the work, throw yourself into the work, whatever it is, and there's many things to choose from if you're an artist, that's going to help you get through this lack of motivation. It's going to help you push through and say, okay, this song may have not gotten many likes, but it doesn't matter because you know what? I'm working on another one anyway, and this one may hit later on down the line. You never know. Nothing is thrown away. Always keep working. If you're lacking motivation, also would be cool. Go to a show, go to a concert, go get inspired. Watch videos on YouTube of something that you like, an artist that you like. Help yourself get inspired and motivated to put in this work so that you don't feel unmotivated. Lack of motivation can be dangerous because it can really kill your progress. If you're an artist and you're trying to get fans, it's all about consistency. So kick that lack of motivation in the butt. Go get inspired, go watch a concert, go hang out with a friend who is a great singer-songwriter, musician, go see a band. Throw yourself into your work and get motivated to do something. Start small. Just write one hook, write a chorus, write a beat, write a melody, just something small. Get that momentum going. Start somewhere. Kill that lack of motivation. What's another thing? Focusing on the success of other people, envying other people's positions, wishing you were there, wishing you could do this, wishing you were that person. That can kill your motivation as an artist because now you're just projecting what you want onto someone else and you're not getting the value out of that yourself. You want to make sure that you keep your eye on your own game. Keep your eye on what you are doing. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter that this person in your city or your town, their video is blowing up. It doesn't matter. As much as it feels like it does not. Because you have to make your own progress. You have to judge your own progress based on how much work you're putting into yourself. That is the most important thing, because once you start wondering about what it's like to be someone else, and once you start wondering about or wanting something else that someone else has, you start to lose focus on you. Now, I also want to say that it can be motivating to see someone else have success, okay? In some cases, that may motivate you. That may actually be something like you may go, wow, I got to get my A game running now because so-and-so is doing this. That actually may work for you. And if that does, great. Use it as fuel to your fire to get motivated. And like I talk about lack of motivation, use that as fuel. But don't do it to a point where it's unhealthy for you, where you slow down and you start getting down on yourself that you're not making the same progress. And then you start building up this animosity towards other people and other artists. And then you just don't want that. That doesn't help you as a musician if you were the kind of person that does not get motivated by these kinds of things. Stay off the Instagram, stay off the Facebook, stay off the celebrity websites of all these people with these great, awesome things that are happening to them. Don't pay any attention to that. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, you have to do with you, and that's the only thing that matters. So remember that, put your head down and keep working on you and your stuff. Don't worry about what other people are doing. You'll make better progress and you'll get more used to working inside your own headspace the more you do that. And the voices and the media and all that stuff will go away, and you'll have better skills at ignoring everything else. You'll be more focused on your art if you focus on you. Okay, I guarantee that's going to happen if you just keep your eyes down and keep working on what you have to offer, not what someone else is offering. Okay. All right. So that is a few things that I wanted to talk about. Before I wrap it up, I just wanted to also say, this is all about sticking to your goals, sticking to you, motivating yourself to do the things that will make you feel like you've made progress. It starts with you. No one's going to do this stuff for you. You have to find it in you to do this so that you win at the end. It takes time. If you have to reorganize your schedule during the week, if you have to break open the calendar and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, what times on these days can I dedicate the things that I want to do to my music, to my promotion, to my social media, to my recordings? What days and times can I dedicate this to? And then when you find that out, stick to it. If something else that is not a crucial task comes in and messes up that schedule, prioritize it. Prioritize your music. If it's really something you want, if you want the fans, if you want the followers, if you want people to pay attention to you and care about your music, because it's really hard in this day and age for people to give any kind of care about you and your music. It's really hard. So make sure you schedule it, reorganize your schedule if you have to. Another thing is, probably the most important, is work on building up productive habits that support your goals. Productive habits will help you scheduling, prioritizing, list making, accomplishing goals, big and small, set small goals for the week. All these different things, these are productive habits. Working and being creative, even if you may not feel like you're being creative or you don't feel like you're creative, still go through the motions of trying to create. These are all skills that will make you be more productive as an artist. And you can look at the long game, you look at the big picture. The more you create, the more you learn, the more you contribute to yourself as an artist, the better off you're going to be. Even on the days when you don't feel like doing it, do something small. At least do something that will keep those creative juices flowing, will keep those that motivation to promote yourself going. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to knock them out of the park every day. But if you do a little bit every day, you will have small wins, which will add up to bigger wins in the end. Just keep going, keep being consistent at it, and keep working at it. You will feel more productive at the end of the 6-month period, year period, whatever it is, and you will have achieved more, I guarantee it, than what you feel right now. So these are just a couple of tips I wanted to go over today. I hope that they're useful to you. I follow these. I'm not perfect. I don't nail them all at once either, but I sure as heck try, and it really helps me stay more motivated, stay more productive. And that's what I want for artists and musicians. That is all I want for you guys, is to stay productive, stay positive, and stay motivated to get your art out there, because there is no better time to be doing that than right now. Okay? Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. My name is Mike, creative, the Songwriter's Planner, and I will see you at the next podcast. Peace.